Om Jai Swaha Mata.
You cannot take what is a village practice in India and say, that is what you're supposed to do. Desh, Kal, Avasar, time, place, and circumstances. We have to make adaptations to suit. But the philosophy doesn't change. The philosophy cannot change. And that is the problem we are faced with in Trinidad. Everybody in a comfort zone, especially when somebody dies. As I mentioned some previous night, when people die and they come and cremate the body, go back home, they give you sugar water. I've asked you, why do they give you sugar water? Many here would do it too. My father died, my brother died, my mother died. Sugar water, what? I don't know sugar water. Look, I'm still living. Somebody said, that's why you get mad. It doesn't matter. I am still living. Why you offer sugar water? All these things again take place way back in the past in India, devotees. Yeah? People toting that, the coffin for how far they're going. Miles and men going. When they burn, cremate and so on, sugar level went down. When they come back home, drink some sugar water to rejuvenate yourself. Nowadays, they go in by the creek with sugar in bottle in Fernandez, bottle in the trunk. And before the cremation, you take enough sugar already. When you come back, dhakoli more sugar. That practice can't change. They're afraid. They're afraid. I made this point. Many people may think I'm rebelling against the system. No, I'm not. I keep saying I'm an orthodox pundit, 47 years of practice. But I am not that foolish as to follow blindly. There are certain practices suited for a certain time, but adaptations have to be made. Have to be made. And I ask one, two questions right here. When there's a hurdy, you go for dirt. You're going by river now? We have river. You're going by your neighbor pipe. You're digging somebody's neighbor dirt and you're coming back. Isn't that an adaptation? Isn't that an adjustment? And in time to come, you won't even go for water and dirt. And let me tell you something. If you go in some of these ponds you have now and collect that kind of water and bring for me to put inside the kalsa, think again, boy. That polluted water I'm going to put in kalsa and do puja? But you see, blind following. I don't blame people. This is why I say the Babas have to come together and analyze these things and give some direction. But if a person wants to stay in a comfort zone, he's comfortable there. Don't rock the boat. Don't rock the boat. Well, Baba, I have an independence that I could rock the boat. Nobody controls me. Nobody controls me. If I am wrong, I'm willing to say I am wrong. But where is it necessary? And I can tell you this. Many adaptations and adjustments I have made over the years, people are following these things now. But when I did it, they say, he mad. But when it hit them home, they say, yes, we have to do this so. I am not mad, I'm not on the other side. I am orthodox. I am concerned about the young people and the preservation of these practices that will make them feel proud of themselves, not blind superstition. Gyan Bhakti. So devotees, this is why when I read what Krishna Bhagavan behaved, how he behaved, not that I am Krishna, but I gain courage and conviction and strength. I challenge it, not to condemn it, but to help us to reassess it. And wherever possible, make adaptations to suit, adjustments. So devotees, whenever you're asked to do anything, always ask these questions. Is this sanctioned by scriptures? Is it lokriti? Is it somebody's ancestral practice? Is it a village practice? Or is it that you're trying to create something new? And as days pass by, every day you get up, you're going to get something new being created. Like God come new now. Everything is something new, something different, something. This is going to happen. And in Kali Yuga, more and more is going to happen. And you go to Ramayana, when Sri Ram told Lakshman, Bhaiya Lakshman, you see the grasslands in dry season, pathways are cut away. No sooner the rains start to fall, all the pathways are covered. You don't know where to pass to go. He says so in Kali Yuga, wrangling heretics will twist the truth, twist the pathways. You don't know where to pass, you don't know how to pass. New things will be created. Naya Pant will be created on a daily basis. Daily basis. And people will be led astray. It's happening. So I want to say a word to the young ones. Nothing is wrong in asking your questions. Don't ask to condemn what you are saying. Ask to know. And if the answer you get doesn't satisfy you, ask again elsewhere. Because not everybody will have the capacity to answer the question up to the level that you would like to have it. Okay? Shut your head. Again, I say when you're talking, somebody sneeze, that's a sign you're talking the truth. So devotees will say, I won't come from wrong ways quite here to lie. I will lie in a wrong way self. I won't come quite here. So devotees, what was the answer? Quickly, Bhagavan Sri Krishna said, "O son, we are going to do Indra Puja." Indra Puja. Bhagavan Krishna asked, Father, why are we worshipping Indra? Question again. O son, Indra is the god of rain. We are cowherdesses. We are dairy farmers. We depend upon the fertility of the soil. So when Indra showers rains, the soil becomes fertile, the rivers have water, so we're able to take care of our crops, our animals, and so we all survive. So we give thanks to Indra, so we'll continue to shower rain. Now he has his reason. Bhagavan Sri Krishna said, Father, I beg to differ in opinion. Now, if it was today's world, you get some more slap, you criticize him, why he's saying? Devotees, not in Nan Baba's village. There was a discussion, and even the young ones were allowed to express themselves. This is wonderful. Krishna Bhagwan, he said, Father, I beg to differ in opinion. And he put forward his view. And devotees, Bhagavad Mahapuran is about 1500 years old. Here Krishna Bhagwan brought out the water cycle. That water evaporate, form clouds, gather further vapor, and the mountains, in the effort to rise beyond the mountains, the higher the clouds go, the cooler it becomes, it condenses and falls as rain. Bhagavan Sri Krishna said, Father, where does Indra come in here? Where does Indra come in here? The sun will help the water to evaporate, it goes up, accumulates further vapor, and the mountain causes to climb higher, causes condensation, so the rains fall. If you say Indra is the cause, I disagree. I think the mountain Goverdhan is what causes the rain. So devotees water cycle put to us very beautiful by Bhagavan Sri Krishna. And then maybe I didn't say it so convincingly, but his words were very convincing. Bhagavan Krishna said, Father, I think we should worship the mountain Govardhan. Where does Indra come in here? Now Bhagavan Sri Krishna wanted to humble the pride of Indra also, for Indra was full of ghamand, power, position, arrogance. Yeah, we spoke about all that earlier today. Devotees, now that mountain Govardhan, those of you who are familiar with Ramayana will remember what they say when Hanuman was coming back with that mountain, when they were building the bridge. He reached over Vrindavan and he got words, enough rocks have been brought, whatever you have, leave them there. So he placed that mountain there. But out of the mountain, a form appeared saying, Hanuman, you promised to get me Sri Ram's darshan, but you're leaving me halfway. This is not right. When Hanuman contacted Sri Ram, the Brahman was told through Hanumanji, remain where you are meditating upon me. Now is Treta. At the end of the next age, Dwapar, when I manifest myself, I shall uplift you, left hand, small finger. 7 days and 7 nights, the 3 worlds shall sing your praises together with mine. Devotee Bhagwan Sri Ram came with Bhagwan Sri Krishna, and he wanted to fulfill this word he gave to the Brahman, Govardhan. So he manipulated. The Lord always has a plan. So he said, Father, we should all do Govardhan Puja. And so devotees, the word spread. That today, things change. We're not doing Indra Puja again anymore, We're going to do Govardhan Puja. So everybody dress up themselves and so on, devotees. They say, let's go to the mountain Govardhan. And they went to that mountain Govardhan with all the ingredients. And devotee Bhagwan stood there and said, worship Govardhan, offer. And all the offerings, dahi, makhan, kachauri, pakauri, lakauri, chakauri, all kind of auri they make. Different things, devotees, and they offer him. You know what Bhagwan did? Bhagwan appeared in a form out of the mountain. And everything that was offered, he began to eat it. Not in Krishna's form, a different form. And there he was standing in Krishna's form, encouraging them, offer, offer, offer. Simple-minded people, devotees. They began to say, all these years we worship Indra, we never see him. First day today we worshipping Govardhan. And look, he appeared and he's eating everything. And devotee, Bhagwan said that na, patram pushpam phalam tuyam yomi bhakta parayachati, tadaham bhakti paritam ashnami praitatmana. I personally will partake of whatever is offered to me, whatever it may be. By that devotee are purified intellect, disinterested spirit, who makes offering to me with love. These simple-minded people, devotees, they listen to Krishna Bhagwan's words. With that love, they went there. Bhagwan appeared and partook of everything. And many of us have been doing Goverdhan Puja for a long time. I have been in Bhagavad for how long now? Bhagwan never appeared to eat anything we offer? Huh? Never ever yet, devotees. Shivaratri night, some people see a snake or two, they say, look, Shiva come. So see, Shiva come like a snake. You're making Shiva a snake. You see how stupid we could be? Huh? Maybe that is a belief, I don't know. I can't say. But devotees, what I am saying, why? Why Bhagwan never appeared to eat what we offered? Because the attitude, the bhav maybe is not there. And I'm saying all of us, myself included. And maybe we can learn from these simple folks, the simple belief they had, the pure love that they had. They listened to the words of Kanhaiya, and devotees, Goverdhan Puja was done. Everybody was satisfied. Now notice what the puja was. There's the offerings and so on. Not Shodas Puja like how we did it here, you know. There's the offerings with Prem Bhav. Devotees, by the time they reach back home, Indra now, he got wind of the fact that those idiots, as he called them, in village of Gokulapuri, the village of Braj, worship the mountain instead of him. So he said, oh. And you know, when people in power, sometimes they get stupid. Yeah? Before they're very humble, they're close to the ground. When they get elevated to these positions, devotees, attitudes change. See it all around us, all around us, all around us. It's so sad. I always tell people, even if you're head in the clouds, well, keep your foot on the ground, boy, because that is where you're going to fall back down. You have to fall there one day. Stay there. Huh? And devotees, I speak from experience. Years ago, when I was ruling all part of Trinidad, not ruling, not reigning, but you know what I mean, doing yagyas. The Pandit most in demand, the most yagyas. In all the Pandits I've been doing all over. Head swell till all here. When people see, look at Pandit Hardeo, they feel like God, they see. Head swell till all here. Then you can't talk to me. I accept it? No. He became very arrogant, very self-centered. Even my father told me, he said, Hardeo, you're singing too much. I said, Father, how much you have to do? Look what I asked my father, you know. Trying to imply what? You don't have yag to do. I can't even finish doing yag. And you tell me what I singing too much? Look at the attitude, the arrogance. You pay for all that. You have to pay for it. I paid for it. You fall flat on your face many times. But you see, we understand that. This is why I keep saying, even though your head in the clouds, keep your feet on the ground, boy, because there you're going to fall back down. This is why, devotees, I wish I had this kind of thinking and so on, maybe when I was 20, 25 years. But I keep saying, if wishes were horses, beggars might ride. Sometimes we have to learn the hard way. But why not learn? You know, why not accept and see? So many have risen to that position. They became very arrogant, you know, self-centered, etc., egoistic, and they bit the dust. But yet it continues to happen. Devotees, Indra, no exception. He said, I will deal with them. And the man in this position, not only is he arrogant, he becomes very vindictive. Very vindictive. He wants to cut down everybody. Yeah, he wants to show how superior he is in his ignorance. Devotees, he called Sanvartak, his disciple. He says, Sanvartak, collect the clouds and concentrate all these clouds in that 24-mile circumference over the village of Braj. And shower the rains, bucket a drop. Drown all those idiots and drown the biggest idiot of all, that Krishna. See attitude? Then recognize that Supreme Purush in human form. And so before these Gop and Gwal reach home, place get dark. Daytime, you know. Daytime, clouds accumulated. Place became almost pitch black. Yeah? And then the clouds burst. And the ferocity of the rainfall, what can we say, devotees? The rain pelted down. the drops hitting the clouds were flinching under the pain imposed on it by the drops that were falling, as if the rains were falling with a vengeance. Lightning flashing, thunder, rumbling, not just rumbling. I can't find the word, my vocabulary run out. The loud peals of thunder that rented the atmosphere would create fear in the hearts of all devotees. Everybody got frightened. And in any grouping, you're going to have different thinking. Some said, you see, we listen to Krishna. What else you know? The child. We listened to the child and we did otherwise. Look, in the vets. We shouldn't listen to Krishna. You must have those like that. And then you have the other side, they say, no. We have a problem, let's go to Krishna. Bhagavan Sri Krishna will champion our cause. And so devotees, they went to Bhagavan Sri Krishna and they appealed to him. Bhagavan was testing his devotees. Bhagavan always tests his devotees. And when they surrendered to him, then he said to them, let's go back to the same mountain, Goverdhan. They all went back, their devotees. And Bhagavan, as we all have heard this story time and again, Mai hu, Soham, I am, that mystical word. He picked up that mountain, left hand, small finger. And he asked everybody, come underneath the mountain, come. And the devotees, everybody went in there. And you know the old fellows in them, they say, Bhagavan alone hold the mountain. So they take the stick and try to pop up the mountain like they could help Bhagavan. You think a stick will pop up a mountain? But you see how that is important. Bhagavan doesn't depend on us. But when we show that initiative, it pleases him. And for 7 days, 7 nights, as Bhagavan promised Govardhan, the rain showered. Bhagavan sheltered everybody there. He looked upon them all with a compassionate gaze. There was no hunger, no thirst, no exhaustion. At the end of 7 days and 7 nights, devotees, rain stopped, place cleared up. Then Bhagavan Sri Krishna, he's Chaturbhuj Mahavishnu, Sanchak Gadaparam. He carried the chakra with him. He released the chakra, and that chakra, in a twinkle of an eye, went right around and soaked up everything. The place became dry as usual, like nothing happened. And if people are amazed at that, if you watch cricket, you will see some parts of Africa, they have what they call the water hog. When rain falls, they bring out the water hog. Water hog soak up all the water. So when we talk about the chakra, don't think we're talking stupidness. That's technology. But this is spiritual power, the concept. Yeah. Place dry, as nothing happened. And Bhagavan told everybody, get out from beneath the mountain. And so devotees, he placed the mountain down and said, Govardhan, I have fulfilled my word to you. And so devotees, everybody returned home. Of course, they were very happy, chanting, glorifying Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Murari, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Murari, Jai Jai Govardhan Giridhari, Jai Jai Govardhan Giridhari, Govardhan Giridhari, Govardhan Giridhari, Radha Mohan Radha Jivan, Radha Mohan Radha Jivan, Mangal Kunja Vihari, Mangal Kunja Vihari. Oh Jai Hare Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna, Govardhan Giridhari. Jai Hare Krishna, Jai Hare Krishna, Govardhan Giridhari. Radha Mohan Radha Jivan, Radha Mohan Radha Jivan, मंगल कुंज बिहारी, हे मंगल कुंज बिहारी. Devotees, Persian Bhagavan Krishna, they went back. But Indra, when he looked down, he expected to see floating corpses. What he saw? People singing, clapping, dancing, everything going on as usual. Nothing changed. Then it hit him. This couldn't be a Gawar, an idiot Krishna. Who else again could create such a miracle except the Supreme Purush? And devotees, Indra, very repentant, humbled, he appeared before Bhagavan Sri Krishna and he begged forgiveness. He begged forgiveness, prostrating to Bhagavan. And Bhagavan cautioned him, Indra, Pradesham, nothing is wrong with it. Don't get carried away. Remember, I am the Supreme, not you. There's a bigger force. Surrender to that force. Don't get carried away. Indra devotees went back to his respective abode. The Gopan Gwal protected yet another time by Bhagavan Sri Krishna. The devotees, what this Katha implies, what does it mean to me? Bhagavan lifted up a mountain, so what that means to me? Many of us have been to India. Devotees, in 2011 I went. I just came back about a week and a half ago. And I went to see Vrindavan. I went to Vrindavan to see the mountain Goverdhan. And believe me, I'm still looking for the mountain. I'm still looking for the mountain. So they tell you can circumambulate the mountain. So they have them tuk-tuk, so it's long and tuk-tuk right around. Right? Watching all about, and all I see is a few rocks here and there. I can't see the mountain, very mountain. In 2011, the guide mentioned to us, he said, they have our own story. Their own story. And this is another thing I keep telling you. North India have different story from South India. When you go South India, there was a guy there, devotees. We call him Krishna Mufi. That's not his name. My father would go that time. You know what he would say? That this is the place where Lord Vishnu used to come, is a prostitute house, he used to come to gamble. Vishnu Bhagavan. Papa used to curse that fellow alive. You know, but that is what they believe in. You understand? So this is what I keep. When you go India and from place to place, north, south, thing different. Devotees, this is why I'm saying, don't hold on to the story only. The story tells us something. And I had that guy that day in some real serious problems. He told me, he said, that mountain, you know, came there, whatever reason, I can't remember. He said, but it was given a curse. That every 100 years, it would shrink ½ inch. And in Kali Yuga, it would be almost non-existent. So when we go and see the mountain, there is almost non-existent. So now devotees, how he say one story, we hear Govardhan come from Himalaya Parbat, Hanuman bring him there. What to believe, what not to believe. This is why I take all these stories and apply them metaphysically. So what is Govardhan, devotees? Govardhan is a mountain of mental advancement, the mountain of yoga. In Satyug, Treta, quite high. But with the passing of time, that mountain is diminishing. It is shrinking. And in Kali Yuga, the mountain of yoga will be almost non-existent. And you know, people say, how come? And inside you turn yoga. But you know what kind of yoga? Yoga for health. Yoga for school uses. Yoga for good living. Yoga for this. Yoga for that. What is yoga? Devi Bhagavad says, true yoga is the merging of Atma with Paramatma. In other words, yoga now becomes a commercialized product, packaged in certain ways for the benefit of a few. That's not yoga. Yoga shrinking. The mountain of mental advancement is diminishing, and in Kali Yuga it is almost non-existent. Now devotees, Indriya, the senses, this whole situation, you know, the mountain of mental advancement, the mountain of yoga, is normally buffeted by the waters of sensuality. All the rains. The Indriyas are attacking us, our own senses. We are lost. That mountain will be covered. The only way of survival is to lift that mountain up. Lift the mountain up beyond the waters of sensuality. Left hand, small finger. Devotees, these 5 fingers and either hand, they represent something. The thumb symbolizes Brahm. Index finger, Jeev, the individual soul. Middle finger, in spite of what some might believe, is Sattvic Prakriti. Ring finger, Rajasic Prakriti. Small finger, Tamas Prakriti. Devotees. So if you look at dancers and so on, they have, or yogis, they put the fingers in certain positions. These are called mudras. Like for instance, the index finger touching the thumb, 3 fingers extended. What that symbolizes, you transcend the 3 gunas and Jeev is merging with Brahm. Just by this alone telling you all that. Alright? So devotees, the small finger is Tamas Prakriti. What does Tamas mean? Tamas means non-differentiation, motionlessness. Shiva symbolizes Tamas Prakriti. Non-differentiation, stability, a oneness, a homogeneity that exists. In other words, what we are told, the mountain mental advancement, you can't be rajas, jump in here, they're materialistic, and expect to uplift the mountain. Yoga, you have to stabilize. Sit in one position, and devotees, you hold that mountain up. 7 days, 7 nights. 7 is number of creation. Huh? You recreate yourself. We have the 7 chakras. Energize yourself. Awaken Kundalini. Lift that mountain of mental advancement. So you can overcome Indriya, the senses. Get them to turn inward so that you can tap into your inner divinity. Now this is difficult to understand now for now. Alright? For those who have not yet heard it. Many have heard it many times, and each time they hear, they understand a little bit more. Yeah. But devotees, if you understand what I'm telling you, Goverdhan Puja from now to eternity will have a meaning for us. But if it's a case of Krishna uplifting the mountain, why are you doing Goverdhan Puja every Bhagavad? What does it mean to me? This is what it means. When you worship Govardhan, you have that understanding, the Gyan is there, your intellect improves. It improves. It becomes purified. The mountain of mental advancement develops. It rises beyond the waters of sensuality. And I talk from experienced devotees. I'm talking by guess. Okay? So this very same katha here has deep metaphysical implications that applies to everybody. A long time, and I quite from long time, starting doing puja for my father in Bhagavad Yagya. When you see Govardhan Puja evening, you start 5 o'clock puja. 8:30 you still Chalhavin. The line in today's world, anybody come to Chalhave? Anybody? Nobody Chalhavin. Everybody mountain sink. And we have to uplift it, but we're not getting it out. Right, Vinush? So devotees, this katha, this is why they have to take this, this approach. That yes, we have heard this katha so many times, but you have to understand what it means. And there's one part of it I want to leave open for you to analyze. Why Bhagwan used his left hand? Why didn't you use your right hand finger? And devotees, I learned the question too because many years ago, my little granddaughter, the first one, she always said, Aja, tell me about Krishna. So I said, well, Lord Krishna, lift the mountain, left hand. She said, Aja, so why he didn't use his finger? Why use this finger? Why use a 2-year-old child going to 3 years? You saw how smart these children coming out? Devotees, when I reach an old hardback man, then when she asked the question, then I say, boy, I wonder why. You see how different? This is why I'm saying, parents now need to learn more, urgently. Children now real smart. They're real smart. We mustn't do them a disservice, devotee, by keeping them in ignorance because of our own ignorance. Okay? So this is something you can explain. And even if you don't do it physically, I just tried to pull your leg just now. If you can't do it physically, at least understand what it means. And that inner journey, go up on it. Lift that mountain of mental advancement. Devotees, we must lift ourselves up. Don't be caught up in the base things of this world. Great minds reflect upon principles, mediocre mind upon events, and low mind upon people. If I come to Yag and I read the story alone, I low mind. If I go and hear Dasharatha had 3 wives, and I go home with that, I too fast. Am I in Dasharatha business? But if I understand Ayodhya Puri is the human body, Dasharatha the 10 senses, the three queens, the three gunas, sattva, jantam, then I am seeing Ramayana is being applicable and directly relevant to my life. Then Ramayana has meaning.
Om Jai Swaha Mata, Maya Jai Swaha Mata, Tum Agni ki Shakti, Tum Agni ki Shakti, Tum Sachi Mata. Om Jai Swaha